Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and in today's, recorded video here, we want to talk about a pretty heavy topic that a lot of individuals hear about, and that is it's centered around, the idea of people just getting traders so tired of losing money in the market, and it happens. Okay. Um, Most people, just about all who start trading, um, unless you were actually, you know, brought up or taught underneath the wing of someone that actually showed you how to kind of trade correctly, because people use different strategies in trading. And I'm not saying how I trade is not the only way to trade. I mean, I'm sure there are other ways that actually the strategies that people use, and people use different time frames to trade off of with particular strategies, and they have certain strategies they use based on if they are a position, a swing trader, or I'm not either one of those. I'm not a position or a swing trader. I'm not saying I can't do that. I can, but I like to day trade. I like to, and what that actually means is actually looking for setup or patterns or chart patterns that I look for based on price action. And, I take those trades during the day session once the market opens up at 9:30 Eastern time. And I like to take my trades during that session and get out the market, wait for the next trading session to trade again. But what I'm really trying to say in this video here is, I hear it all the time, every single day. And even some of you guys that have been following the channel and subscribe have even posted comments and, stating that I'm up one day, down one day, making money one day, and or losing the money they made, whether it's in simulation or demo, however you want to say it, or actually trading their real money in their own brokerage account. And that's a major concern that most people have is, and I think that's what shies or scares people away of trading is that, they feel like they can be up one moment and then lose the money, or they put money into the brokerage account and automatically just the first trade they lose it all. And that's where the discipline, the patience, and the understanding of how to trade correctly, because most people have the notion that, like most things in life, people think they can learn and just become successful with. Trading is a different beast. I mean, it's not something that you can just someone can show you one time and then boom, you got it, and then you can make money going forward or become successful. I'm not saying every day will be a winning day, but most people live off the idea that, hey, if I can make money or do well, 95 plus percent of the time, then it's something they'll stick with. Well, trading doesn't work that way. It's a little different, guys. It's because the market is a evolving beast. Every single day it's doing something different. It has its own personality. Trust me, you, me, all retail traders out there that are trading to look to make money in the market, we don't have what it takes capital-wise to be able to drive the market in any particular direction. There are thousands, tens of thousands of investors that invest money into the market every single day with big companies that they inject hundreds of millions of dollars into the market daily that cause the market to move. So when you hear me talking about institutions, those are driving. That's the driving force in the market. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So if you feel like that you just wanted to ever quit trading because you're so tired of losing money in the market, maybe this video will kind of help you out, because maybe it'll change your idea, maybe it'll give you a boost of more confidence to be able to stick with it. Trust me, because busting your account and losing money is not a good feeling. I know that I've been there, trust me, many times, and you just got to kind of stick with it. But one thing I can guarantee to you and state that if you put forth the effort of really learning a good strategy, and not just learning that strategy just for, saying it works for a week. When I started trading, I developed a strategy, a trading plan, and I stuck with it, and I tested against it time and time again for several months, guys, before and every week I would write down pretty much, my winning percentage, pretty much my losses versus my wins. And when I saw that I was consistent for several months, that's when I knew that my strategy was actually working, because I knew I was able to make more money or make money make money and not lose money. Meaning, basically every single day. I have a rule of thumb. I always say that in trading, um, you should be making gains every day, making profit. Not saying you want to have a losing trade during your session, but know when to exit out of that trade so you don't take a major hit to your account. So you every single day you should be in the green and not in the red. You know what I mean? Some people who are positional swing traders, some people don't have. They may have a stop, and what happens is sometimes that not saying they're not good traders, but a lot of people put on more risk, so it puts them further back in the red on a weekly basis or even a daily basis than someone like how I trade. I'm a day trader, but I don't trade based on the high time frame. I like to look at the high time frame to depict the direction, and then I scale back the trade off of a lower time frame. So I'm looking for incremental movements in the market to be able to get in and get out. So that's why I classify myself as a scalper. I look to make a couple points, get out, wait for the next setup, and then and by me doing that, I'm able to me, feel like I can. Yes, there's more risk, and it kind of in a sense because you're you're placing smaller trades, and a lot of people will say, well, that trade could come back against you, and just by you trying to incrementally, by increments, make a little bit of money here and there, the market can come back against you, and not only can you lose what you made for the day, but you can lose more. That could be true, but it's all about a lot of people always asking where do you put the stop loss. That's the biggest thing is about your stop loss, whether it's physical or mental. I don't place a manual stop loss on the market because I know what the institutions are primarily trying to do is even when you get into that trade and I wait for the movement or the rejection, and then once I see it, price is forming an area of support where I can put my position on it. I don't want to see price come below that area of support where I enter the market at, because once it does, I have typically people have asked me, well, how far do you place your stop loss? 10 to 12 ticks. Typically, that's what my rule of thumb was in the past. Typically about 12 ticks. But you've got to know also when you see chart pattern, when you see a price coming back to an actual level, you got to know that area. When I say that area, you got to know what's setting up at that zone to understand what the potential could happen at the area, what could actually happen there. So, yes, I typically get out when I see price close below an area of support, meaning if I'm taking a trade long and that red candle closes to the downside, then I closes below that area of support to the downside, that red candle, then I'm out the market, guys. I don't take too much risk, whatever the case is, and I try my best to get out at break even, pretty much, so I don't take any if loss wise. So a lot of times you'll see me, I've I've got videos where I trade and you see me jump out of a trade. It's either because I just got the market shook me out, or I knew it was coming back against me. You can feel it. You can see it when the market is coming back in your direction where it's rejected. If I'm going long and I got in a bad position, when I see price can't break or has the strength to push higher quickly, I'm out. And that's one thing I look at. I look at to see once I'm into a trade, how fast the market's going to move in my direction. If it teeters around, I'm out. I don't play around with it. I go ahead and get out. And even if it does go in my direction, it's better for me to go ahead and get out without kind of feeling like kind of iffy about the situation. So I would go ahead and just lose a little bit of money in commission versus the price coming back completely against me. So you've got to know you got to know when to jump ship. Is what I'm really trying to say. So, for all those that are out there that so tired, I feel like they kind of giving up, or feel like they're tired of losing money in the market. It happens, but don't just jump back into the market, putting money right back again, time and time again into your brokerage account. A lot of people do that. Most people, they bust their account, and they get into it trading from the beginning, thinking that this is easy stuff. I can make money quick. There's no such thing as making money in the market quick. Okay. In life in general, there is no quick rich scheme, unless you're doing something completely illegal. So the idea of putting money into your account, thinking you're going to make money back real quick, trust me, and you have no plan and you have no experience, you haven't studied enough and traded enough. When I say traded enough, I mean even simulation and demo, whatever the case is, you've got to put in the time. Just like when you first start a job, you've got to be able to put the time in. Starting a job, but you have no experience at. You've got to be able to put in the time to learn how to do it correctly, right? So that going forward, every single day you're doing it the correct way. And same thing with trading. Trading is it's a business, it's a job, it's an opportunity to provide and make an income. But you got to put that same effort in. You know, it's not like it's trading is not. I think a lot of people think that they see people making money and people are online saying, "I made X amount of dollars. I made $10,000 a day. I made $1 million this year." It can happen, but it's just a matter of um, getting into it and learning it the correct way. So don't go out there and put money into an account and then you bust your account, and then I see traders do this time and time again. Then they go and put more money in the account. All you're doing is digging yourself deeper and deeper, digging a hole. Then you start it starts messing with you mentally and psychologically, to where once you lost so much money in it, you're not gonna want to touch it again. Most people. I mean, it's a death trap. A lot of people get caught up in that. So if you get into trading, and most people, they cross this barrier, cross this path, and they start out and then they lose. It could be $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is, $3,000 when they first start off. They bust their account. Um, I recommend don't give up on it. Just do not put your money back into that account to start trading live again. Take the time to to become good at a certain strategy, develop a strategy, learn something that's actually going to work for you, not just in one day, not in just 1 week. Take time, let time progress, and for you to become better and better at using that same strategy. So if you won today, you won tomorrow, you won next week, you won solidly within a month, then you start to see a developed pattern to where, and document it. That's what I did. Document it on a notepad. How many times you won in a week? How many times you won in a month? You see what I'm saying? By using that same strategy. And once you become good at doing that, then you're going to start to tell yourself, this strategy works. Now, nothing's 100%. Nothing is 100% is guaranteed that it's actually going to work every single day. No matter what strategy you have, there will be times when you'll take trades and it'll be like a great setup, a great opportunity, and that trade may come back against you, but know when to get out. So to not take a major loss. That's the key to it. And then you wait for the next setup, because that opportunity there that you took that trade at that level or zone, sometimes like I said, we don't have the money to inject in the market to push that market. The institutions may say we're going to stop traders out, or we're going to move past this area to the next area of support, or whatever the case is, and then they may bounce at the next level or whatever, or zone or whatever the case is. So sometimes the trade, the opportunity where you trade it, it's just not always going to pan out. It is what it is. I mean, nobody, no matter what particular trading plan they have, their trading strategy is going to work every single time when they put a trade on. That's just the way that this business is designed. But you just trade. You trade accordingly. Stick to your plan, your trading plan. And that's another thing people always try to do is they think because of their trading plan, if you got a solid trading plan and it works for you, and you're percented and you're trading to where you are making money consistently every single day, and for several months, say for instance, whatever the case is, you stick with it. You don't jump ship on a plan that you may have, or strategy that you may be using, just because you had a losing day or whatever the case is, and then you start to question yourself if that strategy still works in the market. It's going to work. It's just you may have to change or tweak some things, and that meaning look a little bit closely at what happened at that particular zone or level where you trade from. So that's just the key to it, So, like I said, this video is centered around to take my hat off to those individuals that and kind of uplift those that feel like they may be ready to quit because they're tired of losing money in the market. I've been there, and you could turn to other individuals that trade and lost money in the market, and now they're making money today. They'll tell you, hey, it is not something that's to take lightly. It's not an easy thing to do, but just don't give up on it. And I'm not here to tell you what to do as far as if you should or shouldn't get stop, whatever the case is. That's a choice you got to make. But I'm going to tell you the path I took, because I at first didn't correctly understand how to trade correctly, is what I'm trying to say. So you have to be able to understand what's going on, in the market. And that's why I kind of paint a picture and give tips or things to look for in the market and on a daily basis now is what I try to do is I try to go to the 1 hour chart, the higher time frame, so you can actually understand what to actually look for. What helped me, you got to be able to see the bigger picture. Meaning, you got to understand what's going on from a higher time frame. Excuse me, guys, time frame, and then you scale down to lower time frame charts, um, because that's important. Essentially, because you have to understand what the objective of the market is trying to do at any particular time. So, like on a 1 hour chart, those candles on a 1 hour chart, they close every hour, right? So when I look at the 1 hour chart, and I show you that in the session each day, I'm looking at market structure. Understand market structure. If I could give you one of the biggest pieces of advice is understand market structure, because market structure is where the tide started to turn for me as far as understanding what was going on. When I was able to, I think a lot of people have a hard time of visually understanding what's going on to be able to prepare themselves how to trade. And that's the biggest thing is understand by looking at the chart. Because if you've got to be able to read a chart like how you read a book, you've got to be able to read a chart. And when I say read a chart, read market structure and to understand price movements going forward. So when you're able to, and I say this, kind of to pick a direction of what the market's doing, you got to visually be able to decipher what's going on, be able to see what's going on to help you start trading. So I say this a lot. So if you see a higher time frame, the market structure, when the market is breaking structure to the upside, then you're waiting for those entries for price to pull back to certain swing levels or zones to where I'm going to take a trade long. Why? Because the higher time frame is telling me that there's higher highs and higher lows being made when price is breaking structure and pulling back to those areas. So I'm going to be looking for opportunities to take longs from, And I talk about this in some of my prior videos about once price does pull back, what are you looking for? You're looking for price to pull back to major high probability areas of support and resistance, or support in the case where we're on pullbacks. Okay, if we're going support in a way, if the market structure is looking at market structure on a higher time frame is telling us that we should be looking to take pullbacks going long, then we're looking to take pullbacks as areas of support. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, and knowing those areas of support where the highest probability levels lie at, is what I'm trying to say. So I showed that, I talked about that in a couple of videos prior to this video here. So that's the key to it all. It's just really the number one thing I can really say in trading is understanding what the market is trying to do. Form a direction based on what a higher time frame is telling you to do, and trade in sync with that accordingly when you start trading and look for interest on your lower time frame. So that's one of the biggest tips I could give you in this video here. But this video is really all about those that feel like they may be ready to quit because they're just so tired of losing money, in the market or whatever the case is. And that's a decision you have to make. If you want to, step away and and not come back to the table again, whatever the case is. But a lot of people, I'm telling you, time and time again, where I see people, what they end up doing is they step away for a while. And once you start trading, it's something that it's like a nagging, I guess, I don't know, like an idea or something on the inside of you that it just won't go away no matter how much you try to fight it. It's I'm not saying it's an addiction, because it's not, but it's something on the inside of you. Because if you're more like how I am, when I see opportunity in something, I will go to the end of the edge to understand, I dive deep into it. And I would not stop until I figure it out. I do not let anything try to defeat me, guys. I really try to push the envelope because my mind is always geared towards, if this person can do it, then I know I can do it, I try not to be defeated in things, and trading was something at one point. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, that this business can defeat you, but it will only defeat you if you give up on it and you don't learn how to do it correctly. So, and I say this, trading is simple. Keep it simple. If you keep it simple and you know how to trade correctly, that's why I try to go in depth when you see me talk about my levels. And most times you see me trading, whatever the case is, and then I'm explaining my trades after the fact or during, while the trade's going on, or before, or I say, hey, I'm putting my marker, at the zone area, whatever the case is, because that area is an area of interest for me. There's a reason why, that I talk about it, whatever the case is. A lot of people don't do that. You know, they don't go into depth of detail about certain things, and I'm giving all this information away for free. I'm laying it out there on the table, so I don't know how anyone could just kind of walk away from, um, this beautiful business opportunity that lies before those that can actually do it correctly and understand how to do it. And I try to lay it out in a way that people can understand it. Um, some people just show it to you in their videos. You see them trading, and then they don't talk about it, and then it's like that doesn't do anybody any justice or any good. So that's why I like to explain how I trade, and so you can see it. Not only how I trade, but I go in deep. I dive deep into it so you can see the areas of where I'm trading from and why I took trades at those levels. I like to explain things because that's the only way anyone's ever going to pick up on how I trade, whatever the case is, and it's so simple how I trade. So I guess if I can give you a bit of motivation or kind of build someone's confidence. From me to you, I mean, I'd say don't give up, but that's a decision you have to make on your own. But I can assure you that most people who have maybe commented or that I've come across in the past that have wanted to give up, it's only because they didn't know how to do it the correct way. Maybe they've just put so much time is one thing too. When you invest so much time into something and it just don't pan out for you, you got to kind of you're sitting there scratching your head, huh? What happened here? How come I'm not as good as, or I can't do it like this person here? Maybe somebody just didn't show you the correct way. It's like going to work at a job or for someone, and then it's like you think you're learning the right way of doing it until you come across the someone that actually takes the time and is passionate about showing you the correct way of doing it. So I try to in detail go through the little intricate things about so you can see the little intricate details of how I trade. So I kind of open the book up so you can see it on the inside and not just be looking at it from the outside. So anyways, I hope this video helps someone out, guys. I hope I'm giving somebody some means of motivation and confidence boost there, confidence building boost to where you don't feel like you're just going to you're halfway there, you're just going to walk away from it. I've been there, trust me. I'm not just saying this just to say this. I'm being honest with you. I've been there, and it takes time. Some people months, some people years, but it just takes time. So, and some people could say that I just don't have the time to put into this anymore. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to know what your limits are and make that shift. So, guys, if this is your first time watching one of the videos, first I want to say thank you for those who have subbed. Thank you for those who have hit that red subscribe button. If this is your first time watching one of the videos, you can go back and watch my videos, guys. I have tons of over 100 plus videos on the channel where you see me trading each day. I go into details about each one of my trades. I talk about the strategy I use because I don't charge anything. I mean, I'm not sitting here kind of baiting you into something that I had to sell. No, that's not the way I'm doing it. I'm just trying to, I've always felt like if you understand and you know something, then kind of share it to those because there's going to be a pool of people that are going to want to really have interest and find interest in what you're doing. So, as a trade and to me, trading is a trade. It's a skill set. So there's going to be individuals that want to find passion in doing the same thing. So I just feel like maybe I can help somebody along, so that's why I do this. So if this is your first time watching one of the videos, hopefully you can take something away from the video today. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that little red button, that subscribe button, and hit that little bell icon, which is the post notification to ensure that you never miss one of the videos when I drop them, guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. No, I did not do any trading in this. This is more of like just a me to you talk. Because I just feel like it needs to be, information that needs to be heard. And trust me, I empathize and sympathize with you because I've been in the same situation where many of you guys sit at today who have lost money in the market. And there are people who have lost lots more money than I could ever imagine losing, in the market. So hopefully this is just a boost of someone's confidence. And so, to where you say, I'm not going to give up on this. I'm going to keep pushing forward. So, I today is actually Sunday, and I'm making this video recorded. Today is the 6th, so if you're watching it now, it is the 7th of February on Monday. So I probably won't be doing. You probably won't see another video of me posted today because I have a pretty um, busy schedule on Monday morning. So outside of trading. So and typically, you guys know me. Most times I'm trading 5 days a week, or I'm hosting 5 days a week. So this will be the video for Monday, guys. So please, don't be mad at me for not trading. My posting a live recorded session of me trading in the market. I know, in which I know you guys are probably hoping for that, but I'll be trading. Look for me on Tuesday morning, back in the markets. But hopefully this video helps someone out there. I'll see you in the next video, guys. If you're trading today, which is, well, not today because today is actually Sunday, but if you're trading on Monday, be safe in the market. So by the time you guys actually are, watching this video, it'll already be Monday. So be safe in the market, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Take care and have a good one.